Is Tacoma reliability enough anymore? Does it even really matter? Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to RobMotive. Real quick, if you haven't, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. So the big question, is Toyota Tacoma reliability enough anymore? You know, I've been thinking about this myself, and for me, I mean, don't get me wrong, I want a reliable vehicle. I want a reliable Toyota Tacoma. But is it number one? Probably not. It may not even be in the top three for me. You know, when I first start looking for a truck, I look for something that I like, something that excites me, something that is aesthetically pleasing. That's the biggest reason why I've gone with the Toyota Tacoma. I've mentioned a million times on the channel that it is the best looking mid-size truck on the road, in my opinion. So it's always going to be the first one that I look at. And then secondly, I kind of look at what mods I can do. You know, how can I make that truck my own? Well, the Toyota Tacoma rules in that area. I mean, there are tons and tons of aftermarket mods that you can get for the truck. So it checks that box. And thirdly, I suppose, is how does it drive? How comfortable is it? How does it feel? And the Tacoma, up until the recent entry of the mid-size truck, or the mini-size trucks, I should say, has been the best for me. I've driven the others. I've driven the Ranger. I've had what was the old Chevy S10. That's kind of what I guess I put the Colorado in that class these days. I still have the S10 in my mind as the Chevy product, so it doesn't really interest me. Although, to be fair, I have not driven a modern one recently. And those are the top three things that I look at. Reliability, and you know, it's even more evident for me, I suppose, in buying first-year products. You know, I just bought a 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz. It's the first-year product. So if I was so concerned about reliability, and I would think if anybody out there was so concerned about reliability, you never would buy a first-year model. Because even if it's a truck or a company that has a long-standing history of reliability, it's still a brand new product with untested materials and options and technology and all of that stuff. And you know that there's going to be issues. There always are. Look at the new Tundra that's come out. There's been a few issues with that. Now, I have no doubt that Toyota will address them. That's really not a concern. But you also have the 3-year warranty. 3-year, 36,000 miles to work those problems out yourself. So does reliability on a new product really need to be that big of a concern? Only if you're averse to spending a lot of time at the dealership. Then it would come into play. But otherwise it's covered, and I don't think being concerned about reliability really matters. Now, the whole reason I bring this up is because I've been noticing a bit of a trend in some of the comments that I've seen on my channel as well as others, and then things that I've been seeing on the web as to what people are really more concerned about these days. And reliability seems to be taking a back seat to the latest and greatest. The looks of the new products that are out there, the power of the new products, fuel economy, all of the tech and stuff that you get inside. You know, one of the things that really attracted me to the Santa Cruz that I just bought, and given that is a mini truck, I don't put it in the same class as the Tacoma, but one of the things that really attracted me to that truck, well, there's two things really. One, it's unique. It's a very different looking product, very polarizing, kind of like the Gladiator. You either like it or you don't like it, but there doesn't seem to be an in-between. The other is the technology. You know, when I saw the interior of that truck and what they've done with it, it's awesome. It has a lot of different stuff on the inside, things that I haven't seen. And I think that's one of the things that might be kind of overtaking reliability is people want something new. Now, that isn't something that's just come up. I mean, that's why manufacturers do redesigns, right? They do redesigns to stay relevant because people do want things that are new. Otherwise, I don't know why someone like Toyota with the Tacoma would ever do a redesign. They've got the #1 selling midsize truck. They've got a very highly respected truck for its reliability. It's typically one of the first things that people mention about the Tacoma. But nonetheless, we have a redesign of the Tacoma coming up. And that's because I think Toyota realizes, and maybe they're seeing it in the sales numbers, but they realize that they have to do something to change the truck to make it more exciting, to keep people interested and to attract new buyers. Because I think a lot of the new buyers out there, and these would be people who haven't had trucks before, are more interested in the flash and the flare of things that are out there in other trucks now. So Toyota has to stay relevant to grow their own market. Otherwise, they're going to have a problem. They're going to start to lose market share. And speaking of market share, I did read recently somewhere that Toyota sales on the Tacoma were down a bit. Now, given the environment that we're in right now and what's going on in the world and the sickness and all of that, not to mention the lack of supply and production, it's not so hard to believe that. But when you look at things that are going on with other companies, like the mini truck market, so robust that Ford has to halt the ordering process, kind of makes you wonder if that really is the reason, or if people are losing interest in the Toyota Tacoma because there are flashier products out there with more up-to-date technology and options. It's hard to say. One thing about the truck industry is buyers are fickle, and I certainly am one of them. You know, if I see something out there that catches my eye, I'm probably going to pursue that a little bit. Now, it doesn't mean I would get rid of my Tacoma, because as I mentioned recently, I am a Toyota Tacoma fanboy. I will always have a Toyota Tacoma. I do love the truck, and I like changing it and making it my own. Again, something that you can easily do because there are so many products out there on the market for it. A really strong aftermarket presence. Anyway, let me know what you think. Is Toyota Tacoma reliability enough anymore? Or are there other more important things? What do you look for when you're trying to decide on what you're going to do about a new mid-size truck? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, if you didn't in the beginning, make sure you smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. I do have 2 additional channels, RobMotive MT, all about my new mini truck. Check that out. And RobMotive JT, all about the Jeep Gladiator. Have a look, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.